Hello everybody, it's me Heather, and today I have a little eyeshadow tutorial. This was actually a subscriber request, and so I wanted to go ahead and do this for them. This is the Something to Rave About All Access Eyeshadow Trio from Wet n Wild. It is limited edition. These aren't currently popping up at drugstores such as Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. And as you can see, it has some very bright colors in it. It's got this yellow, it's got this kind of really bright turquoise blue, and it's got this really interesting shade. It's kind of a medium mauve, I guess you could say. So very cool. I'm not going to wear it the way that Wet n Wild recommends you wear it. They want you to wear this one on your brow bone, this one on your crease, and this one on your eyelid. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this as a more muted way of wearing it than I usually do. So first off, I want to say if my face looks kind of weird, it's because I already have all of my makeup on except for my eyeshadow and eyeliner and mascara. So let's just go ahead and jump into that. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go ahead and apply some eyeshadow primer. I'm going to talk to you while I'm applying this eyeshadow primer. So the way I'm going to apply this eyeshadow trio is I'm going to apply everything on my lid. I'm not going to go up to my usual favorite area. I usually like to wear eyeshadows all the way from my lash line all the way up to my eyebrow basically. But with this, I'm just going to wear it on my lid. I'm going to go ahead and apply my eyeshadow primer all over. That's just how I do. This has anti-aging properties in it. So I want to go ahead and take advantage of that and just apply it all over. The reason I'm going to wear the eyeshadow just on basically my eyelid instead of using my entire eye span is they're very pretty colors in the trio, but I feel like they need a little help from other eyeshadows to really pull off a well put together look from lash line to eyebrow. So I'm just going to do it, like I said, just on my eyelid. And by help from other shadows, I mean, you might need a taupe or a black or a deep brown, just something like that to give it a little bit more dimension, a little smoother transition. And it doesn't have to be those colors specifically. But I really wanted to just use this little eyeshadow trio since this is what was requested. And let's see what we got here. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm just going to take a little eyeshadow brush. This is actually a Wet n Wild eyeshadow brush. How fitting. And I'm just going to drag that in there. I'm going to take this yellow shade. Something to Rave About is the name of the trio. I couldn't remember if I said that or not. Whoops, I'm going to go ahead and let those little applicators that are in there just fall off. I'm just going to apply the yellow shade on my inner corner. And I definitely recommend using a good eyeshadow primer with this just because it'll help the colors to pop more. And it'll allow them to wear longer. So just on the inner corners of my eyes, just like that, I'm just going to flip this brush over to the other side, and I'm going to take this turquoise, this light turquoise shade. Just going to pop that right on the middle of my lid. Now you really want to try to blend these two colors at their line. You really want to try to blend those two together. And then I'm just going to take another brush at random here. This is just a MAC brush. You can use any brush you want. The pigmentation on this trio is definitely a bit sheerer than on some of the others in this collection. But that's not necessarily a bad thing since these are pretty bright colors. A lot of people would probably prefer them to be a little bit more sheer in pigmentation. That way they don't have to worry about being heavy-handed or overdoing it. As you can see, wearing some very interesting colors and they all came out pretty subdued. So I have a little bit of fallout since I didn't tap off. Oops. So I'm just going to grab a brush at random here and just knock off some of that fallout. Alright, tie the look together a little more. I'm just taking a black eyeliner. I'm going to line my upper lash line and my lower lash line. And then I'm just going to take a thin, like an angled thin brush, and I'm just going to blend the liner a little bit. Now I'm just going to apply some mascara. And this was just a quick tutorial doing something to rave about. Everything else that's on my face will be in the description bar down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Like I said, this eyeshadow trio is actually pretty sheer in pigmentation. So for those of you that are afraid of the colors, don't be, because they go on pretty sheer. This is not my light washing them out. This is their actual pigmentation. It's pretty sheer, unless you use a really tacky, sticky eyeshadow base to maybe suck in more of that color. But for the most part, pretty sheer pigmentation. But I do actually like the way this look came out. It's very playful without being too much for some of you out there. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. Leave any comments or questions down below. Any requests I'm always happy to take. If I have it in my possession and I can do a tutorial on something, that'd be cool. And yeah, have a good weekend, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.